Welcome everybody to episode 15 of the Collective Podcast. My name is Jordan, aka JorDat. On my left, you have TheWeezus and Erlynbebe. If you guys want to say hi.
Hello. I got waffles. I should eat these before they get cold.
What kind of waffles are they? Just plain or?
I want waffles.
Yeah, they're just like plain waffles, but I have butter and syrup on them. I don't like eating waffles anymore, just like plain syrup. It's weird to me. I feel like it doesn't have like flavor.
What do you mean it doesn't have flavor? There's clearly flavor there.
Like, I don't like it.
Is it just not as rich to you? Is that why you add the butter or?
Yeah, I don't know. That's how my grandma's made it for me. And she doesn't make homemade waffles. She uses like Eggo waffles. But when she makes them, they don't taste like, like a store-bought frozen brand waffles. When I make them, I could still tell that it's like an Eggo waffle. I don't know. Grandma's touched shit and like it becomes a different thing. But that's how she makes them, so I started eating waffles again, so that's how I'm making them again, and I haven't been disappointed yet. I mean, slightly because it's not her waffles, but that's besides the point.
Wait, you stopped eating waffles?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they weren't on my taste bud menu.
So, like, wait, so what during that time when you were offered waffles, right?
Awful.
Would you say no? Shut up.
Yeah.
You would say no.
Yeah.
But be like, I prefer French toast or pancakes.
No, I'm not a big French toast fan. A lot of places that I've had it, they don't really make it good. Either they're too thick or they're too syrupy or like they're just not sweet enough. It's hard to make a good French toast. I don't know how it's that hard, but it's hard to make a good French toast.
You're the only person I've ever spoken to that doesn't like French toast. Wait, Weezy, do you like French toast?
Yeah, I like French toast.
Okay, yeah, you're the only person that...
I didn't say I don't like them. I said I just don't like getting them because a lot of places that I've been to don't make them in a way that's delicious. I've yet to find a place that I was like, I would definitely get a French toast from there. Like, French toast to me is kind of like a chicken parm or like pizza. Either you know how to make a good pizza or chicken parm, or you just shouldn't. Kind of like ribs too. Like, if you don't know how to make ribs, don't make ribs. Because you're not, I don't know. French toast to me is like, it's that kind of simple thing. Like, it's very easy to make a pizza or any of those dishes. But if you don't know how to do it or like season it in a way, I don't know. Like, you just sit down.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That.
I will eat pancakes though.
But do you prefer waffles over pancakes or the other way around?
Depends on the type of pancakes or waffles. I really, really like Cinnabon pancakes. I will 100% always eat those over anything else. But like, if I'm feeling like a waffle mood, I'll get a waffle.
She doesn't like wee toast.
I don't like wee toast. It's not good. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, French people, I guess.
Oh, easy. What kind of person are you? A pancake or waffle?
I mean, I'll eat pancakes, but if I have to choose, it's waffle.
Let's see the opposite.
Huh?
I said the opposite.
Oh, for you, it's the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's eating. Sorry.
You don't gotta apologize for me.
It's okay. I didn't understand what you said either. I'm gonna be honest.
It's okay.
You don't gotta apologize to her.
I understand that. Anyways, Weezy, you had a couple of topics you wanted to talk about since she's filling her mouth.
Oh yeah, Bob Saget died the other day. Legendary comedian.
So did Betty White.
Betty White. Wait, when did she die?
That was
she died like a
couple
weeks ago, yeah,
or something.
But like, I don't know if you guys talked about it last week.
Not really.
We did.
Not really.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like there's not much to say about. I just wish she lived to 100. That's it. I knew her time was coming up.
I was so mad when I found out that like her birthday was just a couple days away from her death, and I was like,
couple weeks.
I'm not. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
I would try and hold out for that. I'd be like, I'm gonna turn 100. I'm not dying at 99.
Bro, like, yeah.
Well, She didn't like give up. She died of a stroke. Like it was sudden.
Oh, it was a
So her
stroke?
body decided to fuck with her. Got it.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's just
kind
like...
of unfair.
I've already used this analogy before, like when I was talking about COVID, but like that's just like how in the Matrix, you know, like whenever he was dodging the bullets, right? He was like missing all of them, right? Like all those bullets were like going over him, right? But it's like dying at 100 a couple weeks away from your birthday is like getting up and still getting shot after doing all that bullshit.
Dude, I
Yeah.
looked it up. Most people die within a month of their birthday.
God.
What? Whoa.
Yeah, most people die like either a month before or a month after their birthday.
Dude,
Like it's really scary.
I'd rather have the month after, man.
Yeah, let me live a couple months. Let me enjoy it.
Like let me just let me get to this milestone and then you can have me.
What if you die like a month after 99? I'd
I'd be
still be
pissed.
mad.
I'd be
I'd
pissed.
still be mad.
Yeah, I'd
still
actually be
mad.
pissed. I'd be pissed.
Like 98. Okay, one more year to go.
Yeah, like fuck
No,
you.
I'd fight myself. Be like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'd be like, my ghost would be coming out of my body with like 2 middle fingers, just fuck you.
Like, if death is real, I'm 100% be looking at that bitch and be like, you really took me out? Now?
Just put me
Like,
back.
I'm just... Hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? Like, hypothetically, like, let's say he was real
I can
or,
see
like, it was real.
Erlynbebe talking back to the Grim Reaper as well.
Fighting the shit out of...
She's like, listen, bitch.
If I could pick up shit, that room is turning into like a storm because I'm picking up everything possible to throw at that man. You put me back. If I still have 5 minutes, I can go back. Put me back. Don't. What's wrong with you? Who do you think you are to be taking me away from my body before I said it was okay? This waffle is delicious.
What if he offers you waffles to stay dead?
No, fuck you. I could get waffles when I'm alive too.
Yeah, but these are like the best waffles you've ever had.
She died at the Waffle House.
Okay, honestly, I haven't been to like a Waffle House since I was like 12, and I don't remember if it's even good.
I've just never been to Waffle House.
I've been to a Waffle
House. We should go to
like
Waffle
once.
House. Oh.
Is that
Prince
really
serves
something?
me I don't care. Prince can serve me whatever the fuck he wants. I'm going back. He can serve me later.
If Prince serves me anything, I'll take it.
No, I can see Prince later. I have 2 more years to see. I have, you know what? He's away from me.
Prince is dead.
Exactly. He's been dead for forever. I just died. I can go back. He can't.
But this might be the only chance to see him, right? Because like,
oh no, so sad. Too bad. I listened to his music my whole life. I'll be fine.
Wow.
Listen, unless he's like Marie Antoinette or something, no, it's Prince. I'll be fine. That he could reject me, I'm okay with that. I don't need Prince to like affirm myself. I'm me. I'm good. Okay,
Dude,
I'm just as good as him.
This is just like that. Would you spend, or would you rather get 50K or eat dinner with Jay-Z?
I'm taking the money.
This
Fuck
is the
Jay-Z.
same shit.
I don't know why people are like, I would have dinner. Like, why? It's $50,000.
Jay-Z, no thanks. But if it's Prince, absolutely.
Same for him. Bye, Prince. $50,000. I'll see you later.
Wow. Who would you not take the money?
No one. There is nobody. Money
Really?
is everything. Listen, all right? I have friends and family. I am covered in the department of love, friendship, all that, rainbows and sparkles, okay? Care after that about money. Nothing is not, I will do almost anything for money. You say dinner with so-and-so, bet. Go ahead. You can have my dinner. I want whatever money you offer me. Even if it was $5, I'm taking that $5. I could take that $5, go to McDonald's, get myself a Big Mac meal. I'm happy. Have a meal with somebody. I don't even know if I'm comfortable with that person. It's my first time having a meal with them. What if I don't enjoy the food because I'm with somebody I'm not comfortable with? I just wasted a meal. A meal I could have enjoyed if it weren't for that person. Okay? I'm just saying. Just saying. Don't ruin my food. That's it.
I'd
food, don't
eat
fuck with
dinner.
money.
I would
yeah,
like to
easy rules. Like, what McDonald's you go to? I don't know. Down the block, they're like everywhere.
I'm just saying, I like food. Okay. Might actually. Might actually
Listen,
just
there's
pick
a
the deal.
dollar menu, Penguin. I don't know what you're talking about. That's like $4 easy with some tax. Besides, they gave me $5. I'm not broke.
What do you mean? Who gave you $5?
No, I'm saying like if it was $5 or like eating with Jay-Z or whatever, I'm taking the $5 and getting myself some food. I'm always gonna take the money. I'm not just $5 broke. Like that's $5 added onto my account. I'll find some like pennies or something like my cushion or something. I don't know. The seat's always got coins, you know.
That's terrible. I can't believe you would refuse dinner with anybody for some
money.
money.
I would 100%. I would never
God.
regret it.
God.
The only person I might not regret not eating dinner with would be like, I don't know, like I don't 100% believe in the guy or girl or whatever the fuck they are, but like for a god, any one of the gods, I might not reject it because I might be able to get something out of it. A celebrity, you're just a person with money who has, you know, that's famous. I'll see you in the afterlife. Maybe I'll glimpse you across the Great Lake or something like that. I'll be like, oh my god, is that Jay-Z? Is that Prince? Oh my god, look guys, look,
Bro, but
it's
if
them.
it's Prince, Prince is a god, though.
No, he's not. He's
I
a
would
dude who made
never
music.
pass up
That's
that
it.
opportunity.
I'm not going to
100%.
accept this Prince slander. All right.
It's not slander. It's a fact. It's
don't just be like he's just a guy. No.
What am I gaining out of it other than a dinner with that person?
A potential performance.
But it's just dinner. There's no promise of a performance too.
If I get a private performance from Prince, I can die happy.
True.
Literally, like if it happens right now, like I have no other reason to live.
Me too. I'll tell him we can switch places.
Oh well, then you guys can have that private performance. I'll take the dinner.
Wow.
Like if I'm forced to pick between like that and like a performance, I'm having the dinner. You could have the performance. I'm good. I'll leave after.
Okay, so Sion from Dreamcatcher offers you dinner, and then like 10 yen.
What is the tank? I'm taking the money.
Just 10 yen. Really? You're not even gonna just sit there.
It's okay. I'll pay for a concert ticket and see her there.
10 yen is not enough for a concert ticket.
I'm just saying. I'll take money any day.
Wow.
I'll see you later. I'm telling you, I already have all the love and friendship I need. All right, all I want is money. I will, like I said, I will do almost anything for money.
Ahmad,
nobody's worth more than money.
That is some SpongeBob Mr. Krabs mentality shit.
No, it's not. It's called being. I'm
Mr.
satisfied. I have everything I could possibly want in my life except for money. Why would I not take money? There is no one in this world that's more important than the people that I already have over money. I'm good. If people were like, hey, here's $5,000 or have dinner with Jordan, I'd be like, I'll have dinner with Jordan. I barely see the dude. I'm okay with that. Prince, I listen to his music and I could watch videos of him performing at any time that I want. I could see that man technically anytime I want. Okay. I can't technically see you all the time. I can afford to take the money over the dude who's dead that I might possibly see in the afterlife too. Like,
but me as a content creator, you could technically say the same thing about me. You could watch me on twitch.tv/JorDat_.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about you as JorDat. I'm talking about you as Dat, the person that I know. All right, that's the difference. People would say the same thing about Prince. They don't know him as like Prince the singer, like that's his profession. But the people that know him are like, no, that's Prince the guy I grew up with, or you know, the guy I dated, whatever. That's their version. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know those people on a personal level. I know them as a celebrity, so I'm good.
So you would have dinner with me then to take like 50K.
I mean, if you're telling me dinner's at McDonald's, I'll be like, I'm gonna take the 50K, and then we could go out to McDonald's.
Okay.
I'll come pick you up. Okay. I have $50,000 to fly you out for a meal at McDonald's. But
so you're gonna take 50K instead of having dinner with me and only share McDonald's with me, not something else? I didn't say that.
I said I'd fly you out for some McDonald's. You think you're staying for 5 fucking minutes for a McDonald's meal? Are you kidding me? I flew you out. We're using that amount of money for what I paid for. I paid for you to come here. We're gonna do more than just eat McDonald's. I promise you that.
Saying. Like why just McDonald's? Why can't we just go somewhere else?
I'm not. But you know what I'm fucking saying? Don't. I'm gonna just finish my waffle.
Hey, you finished the waffle.
Excited me about fucking Prince.
What were we talking about? How did we get here?
What's his face died?
Oh yeah, Bob Saget, Mr. Danny Tanner from Wait, that was his name, right? Danny Tanner. Mr. Tanner from Full House.
Yep.
A host of America's Funniest Videos at one point, I think.
Wow.
Was he?
Yeah.
I mostly know him from his stand-up comedy.
Oh yeah, stand-up comedian. People said that he was a scumbag though. I don't know what that.
He's a scumbag. I mean, he was a drug addict. I don't know about scumbag.
Drugs make you scumbaggy.
Do they?
Hey, drugs are cool.
Yeah, they change your personality because you're on drugs. The only thing your body cares about is drugs. They're gonna be like, "Fuck you, I want drugs."
Still undetermined if that's how he died or not.
Oh, I don't know if that. Yeah,
Florida.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he just
it was
did
Florida.
Yeah,
all right, that's
yeah.
Fleetwood.
Florida man got him, but yeah, he just
Florida's not
did
a safe
show.
place.
Right. Well, what was all this shit that like, I don't know. There's like a bunch of people like hating on him on Twitter.
Or?
Because he was never light on words, so he probably used a bunch of slurs.
I mean, maybe. No idea.
I remember I think he was one of the dads in like I guess there was like this like assembly that they had in the movie Half Baked, and he was among the crowd, and he stood up, and they were like trying to argue like whether marijuana was a drug or not, and he was like, "Marijuana's not a drug. I once sucked dick for coke. You ever sucked dick for marijuana?"
I mean, he's not wrong.
I know. I was like, what the fuck?
I
I never
mean,
met anybody who ever would disagree with that statement.
I've met people who have sucked it for marijuana.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know. I was
It's
like,
marijuana.
like Becky. Just get
Not
like
that
$5.
Did y'all suck dick for $50,000?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm not even gonna lie, me too.
Me too, though. But like, damn.
You're gonna fucking judge me and agree, say right after? Hello?
I mean, it's 50K.
No, there was no judging. I would have
Not
said
you. I'm talking about
I wasn't.
that.
I wasn't
oh my
judging.
God.
That was just a quick, like, yes.
I mean, you heard her, like, money.
I said I would do just about anything.
I know, but it was just damn.
Yeah. It's 50K. It's literally like what? Like depending on obviously your skill, max 5 minutes. Longest maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. No offense to you guys, but like penises are not that hard to get off. It's not like a vagina.
None taken.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't think it would be too hard to get that 50K real quick.
Yeah. Like,
I'd make it a check though. I'm not taking cash unless I know that cash is real, and I don't know how to check cash that's real, so I'm taking a check.
yeah, he gives you back the check. It's all sticky.
Yeah, I'm getting a new one. You're not giving me a check.
You go to cash it and it's just nothing.
Yeah, I'd be pissed. No, I'm watching you sign that shit. I'm watching you. You're pulling it out of an actual checkbook. Sign your name. Put my money on there. Put my name on there. I'm good.
He just puts
Thank
it
you
all
for
in
the
Cash
business.
App. He sent it over to you through that.
I'd be pissed.
You wouldn't even accept Cash App or nothing like that?
No!
Why?
First of all, Cash App and like PayPal and Venmo, to some extent, will hold on to that kind of money unless they could verify that it's actual legal money. Technically, what I just did was prostituting for money. Going through that system.
I know
Give
you
me
can't
a
be
check,
throwing that shit on
give me
your
cash.
True.
Yeah. Like,
True.
No.
Yeah.
He'll give you cash,
give me a
alright.
check.
That shit could be
like,
stuck
again,
together without a rubber band. Give
No,
you a whole
ew,
brick
that's
of
disgusting.
money.
No, you're getting me some clean bills. I did not just do all that for you to give me some messy shit. No, you give me my money correctly.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. Where do I find it? Did I just hear that Erlyn was a pimp? No.
I pimp myself out for $50,000, 100%. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
True
It's just
businesswoman.
it's just anything for money. You know?
I am not losing anything in that situation. People are like, you can have some dignity. What dignity, bitch? I have $50,000. I'm broke. You think I care? Like
I'm already broke. What dignity are you talking about?
I know. Like if I would only disagree if I were like Elon Musk or like fucking Jeff Bezos. If I'm not one of those two men, yes, I have no dignity. I have
real,
pride,
like,
but my pride is telling me take the money.
Dude, I can't even afford to spell dignity. Like, please. 50K. Provide whatever.
Yeah, give me. Like I said, money's money. Okay.
I always loved like how Erlene probably doesn't know this, but like how you like dudes always play the "Would you suck dick for $1 million" game in school, and then you would lie and say no.
I said yes.
You would lie.
I always said yes. And like, what the? Why would I not? It's $1 million.
That's what I told them yes, and they were like, "That's gay," and I'm like, "No, a gay dude would do it for no money."
Right.
Well,
I always said
that's not true. I'm pretty sure a broke
bit.
gay dude would still do it for the money.
True.
It just happens to also fall in line with his sexuality. That's it.
I always like said to up the money a bit. That's
what do you mean?
Because it's like, 10K, I'll be like, okay, I would, but if you could up the price a little bit, I'll do a real good job. You know what I mean?
I mean, that is the point. Like, you pay me for what what I'm worth. If you want a quickie, I'm gonna give you a quickie. That's 10K. You're right.
Yeah, I'll scam you out of that 10K. But throwing double the time.
I mean, that you might get some mouth action. 50,000, you're getting like full mouth, maybe hand play. It's all the whole shebang. It's $50,000, all right. We go $1 million. There's probably some fondling you could do on me, but that's about it. There ain't no penetration. That's worth like $5 to $20 million, depending on how attractive you are. The more attractive you are, the more money it's gonna be.
The more attractive you are? Holy shit.
Listen, okay. I'm not gonna spend $20 million with a dude who I don't find attractive. I don't mind taking $5 million if it means it's in and out. All right, but if you're attractive, I don't mind spending some time. I'm looking at a hot dude. I'm good. Like, I'm getting paid, and I look
less money though.
If it,
I feel
I don't
like it'd
mind.
be vice versa.
No, less money because he's unattractive, which means I'm not really going to be into it or try and find a way to pretend to be into it. So I'm good with just taking what I'm already going to get. But if you're attractive, I'm going to want to stay. So I'm going to do as much as I can to get the most out of that situation. I don't mind. You're good looking and you got money and you're going to give it to me for this, 20 minutes, if let's say that's the max he wants to go. All right, you're attractive, you're cute, I'm here for it, give me my money, let's have fun, I'm out, good day, whatever. You're not attractive to me. I'm not saying ugly, but not attractive to me. Yeah, you get 5 minutes for $5 million, but that's about it. I don't know what to tell you.
5 minutes for $5 million.
5 minutes.
Somebody needs to put that on a billboard with Erlynbebe putting her thumbs up on it.
I'm talking about if this person's rich. If they're rich, all right, different story, okay? If they're rich. If they're not rich, obviously the price is going to be lower, but it's still the same concept. Like, I'm only taking a certain amount of money from a person after a certain amount of time. If you're attractive, we could go longer. I'm not losing out. I'm still getting paid, and I get to do it with somebody who's attractive. If you're not attracted to me, I'm still going to get paid. I'm just making it quick. That's it.
In and out.
Yeah, in and out.
Ahmad said if you drain your bank for me, I'd drain your duck for you.
That's a good slogan.
No. Be nice to the duck. What did the duck do to you?
No, he misspelled dick. But
No, it's too late. He put duck. Even Carlos agreed. See? Leave my duck alone. See?
Wait, hold on.
Leave the ducks alone.
Matt, for 50K, would you suck some dick? I feel like you would probably say no, right? But it's also 50K. That's all we're talking about here.
Dollars. You should put the chat on the screen so people could also see it with the video.
That's true. But it's
sometimes
also
chat's funny.
Yeah, sometimes chat is funny, but sometimes they're fucking stupid.
You should so people can be able to look at that stupid monkey. It's not like everyone knows. Like, except for Ahmad and me and kind of half you and Weezy. Well, Weezy doesn't even count. You, me, and Ahmad, our names are on there. They could point us out. They'd be like, look, that's that bitch. She was fucking stupid last episode. True. I can't do anything about that. My name is in there. Your name is half in there. Ahmad's, I think, probably his full fucking name is out there. So they just don't know what he looks like.
No, my name is out there, but it's so common that nobody gives a shit. I told you Matt would say no for 50K.
Yeah. Ah,
What
what
a-
a beatie.
What a
What a
bitch.
liar.
What a lying bitch. I know for a fact he would suck the fuck out of that dick for 50K.
Yeah, see?
Literally, unless you're a trust fund kid, there's no way you would do it.
Unless you're a trust fund kid.
Honestly.
It's actually true. Like if
Like,
you
what
get
reason
money,
do you have to say no?
if you get money for no reason,
Like
be like,
Erlene
you're
said,
not
unless
doing
you
it.
already have money, you have no reason to say no.
I'd rather be sad and unhappy in a Mercedes or like a fucking Tesla than broke and already unhappy and sitting in a regular ass fucking Honda. No offense, but I don't know, whatever is a fucking cheap car. I don't know how much cars cost. I don't drive, but you know, that's the point. I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad in a nice car, in a nice place, cry my eyes out with my personal chef in the fucking kitchen making me some Cinnabon pancakes and waffles and shit. That's it. I mean,
That got a
Nah,
dick
we're
transplant?
talking man
No,
meat, bro.
no. Like think like
I mean, technically, if they're trans, they're
you know what? If Dwayne The Rock Johnson came up to you, be like, "Hey, man, gave you the eyebrow, said 50K. I need my dick sucked right now." Would you do it?
Easy.
That sounds really easy. Well, actually, you know what? That man has a lot of muscle. I don't even know if I could fit down there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, I told
It
you.
might-
Okay, so
it might hurt.
okay.
I might puncture my voice box.
My man is built. I don't even know how. No offense to his like wife or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like she probably got crushed a couple times. Like
No
some
idea.
movies, he got built. That man was built for some movies. I don't know why, but you know.
I heard he works out like 6 hours a day.
Well, I mean, I know that wasn't he what are they called? Those guys that like compete like with their muscles and all that. I forgot what they're called.
Bodybuilders.
Oh
Yeah.
bodybuilding.
Wasn't he one of those, or was he just a wrestler?
He
can't remember.
he was
I
a
don't think
football
he's ever
player
been
at
in the-
first. Then he became a wrestler, and then
Yeah.
that's it. I think.
I know Arnold used to do strongman competitions. and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's who I was thinking of. She is so tiny. I don't even know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how. I mean, I know how they had a kid, but like,
Oh, she works out a
How?
little bit.
Wait, how
she's
much
so
tinier
small.
is she?
The man is ginormous. All right.
Does she like use him or does he use her as like a fleshlight or something?
Probably.
Jesus.
She looks small. Like she's not small. Like if you look at her by herself, she's not small. But like
She is
next to
not small.
him,
Not really.
she looks next. Well, I'm saying next to him, she feels minuscule because my guy is built and he feels super tall because of it too. Because he stands up like tall, like straight.
Also
I don't
walking
know.
tall. Ha ha ha.
Shut the fuck up. He's a football player. Oh, he was a football player. Yeah.
I said that already.
Yeah, I heard you, but I kind of ignore. I didn't ignore,
Oh,
but like I kind of
that's
just went through one
crazy.
ear out the other
That's
really
crazy.
quick.
That's
'Cause we were talking about his
absolutely
wife.
Terrible. That's absolutely insanity. What I
Listen,
just
I
said.
was just listening to you about how detailed you would also be sucking dick. I think it's fine if I ignored this one thing.
No,
okay?
I was talking about The Rock.
Yeah, I never mind.
It's all right.
It's like, never mind.
Yeah, you can't win here.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can't win here.
All I know is that at least 50-50 in this chat besides us would yes suck dick for 50,000.
Bro,
And more.
Yes.
it better be fucking 100.
I mean, yeah, I'd go higher if the tag was higher, but yeah, 50.
Yeah.
50K. Like,
It's
right
a
there.
quickie.
Yeah, it's a 50K for a
Exactly,
quickie.
Carlos. Yeah. It's not that hard.
He has
it's a
a
dick.
movie about him being a football player. Are you talking about the Tooth Fairy?
The Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, he was a football player.
I remember
in
that movie.
Right?
That was a nice shower. I want that shower.
Forgot about that movie.
I only remember the bat, like, you know, when she like filled the apartment with like bubbles. I don't
I
remember
would
the
love
shower.
that. No, the game plan. That's
The
right, that's what it's
game
called.
plan. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I was thinking the game plan. What the fuck was the Tooth
Yeah.
Fairy then? Like, what did he do in that besides be a Tooth Fairy?
That's it. That was the.
No,
that was the movie.
there was more. There was more to
I-
it.
Okay, it's a kids
Dwayne
movie with The Rock
Johnson.
playing a Tooth Fairy.
There's gotta be more to it.
Was it the Tooth Fairy? I think it was a game plan. One of those movies that had like a really
Oh!
nice shower head from the ceiling that looked really nice.
Yeah.
Like the bathroom was super wide.
He was a hockey player.
I
in the
love
Tooth
shower
Fairy.
scenes in rich people houses. I want the bathroom. And if you got a nice butt and they give you a butt shot, I'm gonna look at your butt a couple times. Yeah.
The Tooth
What else is it there for?
Fairy
It's fan service.
hockey player. God damn.
He was a hockey player?
Yeah, in the Tooth Fairy, he was a hockey player.
This man be playing so many sports. Oh my god.
That doesn't mean he's good at them.
No, of course not. I'm terrible. You do have a small butt, Matt. It's okay though.
At least you have one, buddy.
Dude,
What are you
was
talking
the
about? That
first-
you have a butt too. It's just small.
I don't have one.
Okay.
What was the first thing you guys saw The Rock in?
I don't remember, but I know I just remember seeing him all the time.
I think it was wrestling, but it could have also been the Scorpion King.
Oh, maybe it was that. The Mummy, yeah.
First time I seen him was in that terrible movie in the early 2000s called Doom.
What? Really?
Yeah, he was in a movie called Doom. It was like supposed to be like based off of the game.
Mm.
I've never seen that.
Known as honey buns around these parts. Aren't honey buns like thick? Or am I thinking of a different type of food?
I'm not too sure. Maybe
Or like the movie. Both?
Maybe
I
some.
think either or.
Yeah, I think that's why I said either wrestling or because of the Mummy. When I saw him as a Scorpion King, and it
Right,
kind
he was
of
the Mummy.
Yeah,
kind
I've
of
only seen the
ruined-
guy in movies. I didn't know he did wrestling until like later.
I just never I knew
Wait,
he
let me
was a
look up
wrestler,
honey
but I
buns.
never watched him as a wrestler.
Honey buns. What
He
do these
just-
look like?
He did that eyebrow thing, and I was like, wow, that's cool. He can.
Wait, what the
Right.
fuck? A honey
just-
bun is just a cinnabon. Why is it called a honey bun? I'm confused.
Wait, what are you confused about for a honey bun?
A honey bun. It's a cinnabon.
Yeah, but with honey.
Oh. But it's still a honey bun. Like, it says honey, but like, what's making it, like, is it flavor? Like, is the dough flavored as honey, or is it like the cream? Because the cream still looks like icing.
Yeah, there's a pastry in there. Yeah, but it's honey and cinnamon, right? But the Cinnabuns don't have any honey.
No, I know that. I'm saying
What? So what are you
It's like-
confused
it's
about
like
it
the
being
hu-
different?
when you make a cinnabon, you make the bread first, and then you put the cinnamon icing on top. Sometimes people have it separate where they just mix it together so it melts on top of each other. So I'm wondering if the honey bun is just the bread coated in honey with cream on top, or is it still the same thing? Like it's just honey and cream mixed together, melted on top. Because it looks really shiny, and I've yet to see a cinnabon that looks that shiny. So like that thing walked through like a fucking sauna and came out.
A honey bun has honey. A Cinnabon has cinnamon. Bread is bread. The icing of flavor is different.
Oh.
That's what according to Matt. I'm
I
not
see, yeah.
not really white, so
Yeah.
Wheezy might have known, but you know.
I mean, I
don't.
also wouldn't eat it. I don't like honey, so
Oh, really?
I'm gonna take your word for it. Yeah, I hate honey. Tastes disgusting.
Can we
That
just
might also just be due to like my grandmother. Whenever I got sick with like strep throat or something, she would always give me honey lemon tea.
it's
Or
supposed-
she'd make me like eat just honey lemon, like from like spoon it into my mouth, and she's like, "You had to finish out." Like, no, I don't know.
So your only memory of honey is when you're feeling like shit. That's why you don't like it.
Not just shit. It just tasted disgusting because it's like pure lemon with just pure honey. Like not like flavor. It's like even the tea was just, and she called it tea. It's not. It's just boiled water with honey and a shit ton of lemon to make me feel better. And I don't ever think it ever really worked. I think it was just because I willed my brain to lie to myself to make myself feel better, so I wasn't sick anymore. So I didn't have to take that.
Is your grandma a shaman or something? That doesn't even
I don't-
sound like it'll work.
It's just a Hispanic thing. Same with like Vicks. Like they'll eat the shit, they rub it all over everything. It solves pimples. It'll help with pain. It helps
You
with
can
headaches.
eat
It helps
Vicks?
with. No. You cannot. It is even on the label.
Okay,
Do not
I
eat.
was about
But
to
these
say.
sons of bitches will sit there and spoon a whole thing into like their coffee or tea just because it's Vaporu. It helps. It's godsend. I don't know if it actually is. I just know like apparently, and it does, and it's weird. It works for like everything.
You know, that's it's crazy. Like, I've only became like aware of this when I was dating a Latina, but like that same Vicks is the same thing that Vietnamese people use like as like healing, right? Whenever we're super sick, but we don't use it like rubbing it in. We have a fucking coin. We dip that shit in the Vicks, and then we scrape it on the goddamn back, like down 2 lines down your spine, and then like every single one of your bones, like your ribs, right? And
Your ribs ache.
yeah, no, it fucking hurt. So like
Oh,
there was one time where it wasn't me, but I think it was a different family member. Uh,
yeah.
they were really sick. They had to go to the hospital, but my Vietnamese family, being the way they are,
Yeah.
did that shit and then didn't work. Took into the hospital. They were about to call the cops on my family because they thought that this child was being abused. But luckily one of the doctors is Vietnamese, so like he fucking
Oh my god.
he vouched for us, but like goddamn.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so serious. What the heck?
Yeah. Do you
That's
want
a
to know
whole
what it
lot
looks like? Like the or like what it would look like whenever we did that shit?
Yeah. Yeah, give me some of that. I want to see. Sprite and mineral water for stomach aches.
Hold on.
Oh. Yeah, I don't. Ours was literally just like warm ginger ale and like toast only and crackers. That's all I could have, or chicken soup, but like the homemade Hispanic type of chicken soup. Couldn't do anything else. That's what I was like. That was my meal. I couldn't have anything else. If I did, they get upset. I couldn't even have an orange. They're like, no.
Oh my man. Okay, I'm not even gonna show this to stream, but this is gnarly.
I want to see, yes.
Weezy, you want to see too?
The show.
Oh
Okay.
my god, that
Yeah,
looks like
I
it's
would
painful.
show stream, but it actually like put it in chat. Let us see too. Okay.
What the fuck?
That looks like, oh my god, he looks like he's been abused.
Dude, that's what I
Oh
like.
my god.
Yeah. Actually.
Looks like
That's
he's
so
got like a tribal
scary.
like tattoo on his back.
Yeah. No, that's like what we had to go through every time we were sick.
What does that solve?
I mean, it actually helped. I don't know. It was like something like getting in your bones or some shit like that.
Oh. Oh, probably. Oh, you're like, they're forcing your body to be hurt to speed up healing process.
Yeah,
They're
and
literally
honestly,
it works. I wouldn't doubt it.
it works. It's
Oh,
so
God.
goddamn painful, but it works. It looks like someone lay down on one of those poolside lawn chairs for too long.
They got tan too hard.
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit of my culture. But yeah, I honestly didn't know that they like Hispanics and Asians use the same thing, like same remedy in a way.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure like food wise too. We have a lot of similar stuff. It's just named
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
slightly tasting different, but it's practically the same fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
weird.
Also different ways of using the same ingredients. Like I find that
Yeah.
interesting too.
Like chicken and rice and like beans, we all
Mhm.
have like similar dishes. They're just made and taste different.
Right.
Except for like just like the regular plain rice and beans and chicken. I've yet to taste anything that changes that like simple dish.
Man, food culture is so great.
I feel so bad for like American white people. They have nothing.
Yeah, sorry, Wheezy.
That's all right. When I got sick, I went to the fucking doctor. So
Hey, are you trying to say something? That sounded suspicious, sir. All right, Dresla just has some similarities. Oh, they do. Although I feel like that's normal because it's like milk, and milk was like the easiest thing for anyone who was technically poor to, have access to. I
don't
got
think
real quiet too fast.
I was trying to
Wait,
think
what?
of anything in my culture
Oh.
that's like similar to tres leches. but I don't have anything.
The only thing I could
Tres-
think of, but like technically it's not.
Tres leches.
You know, you're not
Mhm.
you're not Thai. I was about to say like the mango sticky rice because I know you guys have something similar too. You guys have like milk desserts too, but I don't know if you have like 3 milk desserts.
No.
Pretty sure you do have like a milk dessert though, like a milk pudding or something.
We do. Do we?
I mean,
we have like
lit-
we have like a 3 colored. We have a lot of 3 colored desserts. Like there's
that
this,
sounds good.
there's this one where it's like 3 layers, like a green layer on top.
Of a white and then a red because I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that one.
It's okay.
Well, okay, I've never had it made by like actual, Vietnamese people or anything. Like I have yet to have like actual correct Asian desserts unless like it's an Asian place, and most of my Asian places are strictly Korean, Chinese, and Japanese. I haven't really had like
Oh, one of my favorite Vietnamese desserts is like, I guess we could call it like a fruit cocktail, but it's not really like a cocktail because there's no alcohol. But there's like
you can
coconut
still call it a
milk.
cocktail.
Yeah, there's like coconut milk. There's like a bunch of like different like fruits, like tropical fruits, and then there's like chewy jellies in it.
Oh, what you're talking about? I think I've seen it.
Yeah,
I like a video, not like in person.
I can link you.
If
to
you
some.
know how to make it, you should make it.
My mom definitely does, but I'm pretty sure it's easy.
You should ask her to like make it and like record her doing it and then just send it to everyone. And that'll be like our small version of like a homemade Vietnamese dessert.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know how hard it is for me to find an actual recipe on how to make mango sticky rice? There's like 10 different ways to make the fucking thing, and I'm pissed. I just want to find out how to do it normally, and I can't because everyone does it differently. Like, it still has like the same base products, but people add different stuff or don't add enough, or like having the rice sit for like 24 hours or 48 hours, and I'm like, I don't got time to wait 2 whole days for rice. I want to eat it now.
Wait,
Yours sounds easy. It's jelly and like fruit.
Yeah, it's pretty good. My dad
Sugar
also like he also makes like an avocado shake. I didn't know that was like
A dessert? I heard about that.
yeah, I didn't know it was like a Vietnamese dessert. I thought it was just something he made.
Sounds like some
Oh.
shit.
Because that's how he presented it to me.
No.
Smoothie, it's vegan.
Okay, Dad, you have to, I don't know, like, obviously, you could probably find it, because you're always watching, like, food videos. But you have
Okay.
to find a video and show that next time on stream. It looks like, it genuinely, like, when I first found out, I was like, that's fucking, it's an avocado. I wouldn't think of it as a dessert, but when they make it, it looks delicious.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Maybe it's good.
It's easy. Like but like the way my dad presented, he acted like it was like his own creation. So I was like, oh,
This is a
cool.
homemade recipe. This is passed
You
down
like this shit?
generation.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, man.
Yeah, I got it at Ace.
Turns out it's just fucking milk and sweetened condensed milk and avocados.
Yeah.
That's
It's so simple. Oh my god. It looks good though. But
It
I'm
is good.
afraid to try it.
It is good. Like if you don't like avocados, you probably won't like this. But I mean, as someone who doesn't normally like guac, I find this really enjoyable as well.
Yeah, but guac technically is made different than just like a plain avocado. You got like salt, pepper, you got your extra little veggies in there. So it's not like just like plain,
Yeah.
Technically what you're eating is just a plain avocado with like sweet milk. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Technically. Obviously, like there's probably like a
Possible
lot more that might
sugar
go into
if
it.
you want, but yeah.
But yeah, but I'm saying like simplified. It's definitely sweet milk and an avocado with like probably other stuff, but like to
It's
make
delicious.
guac, like you have to make it.
It's delicious, regardless.
You guys have like a rice pudding? We have a rice
We
pudding.
do have a rice pudding.
How do you make it?
Do you want the recipe?
No, I'm just if you know how to, yeah, you could say it, but I'm just wondering like what you have in it.
The
So
secret
like
recipe.
we do have like we have a sweet
Krabby
corn.
Patty secret form.
We have sweet corn
That'd be
pudding.
great.
So it's like
Cool.
corn, coconut milk. I've seen people put
coconut milk.
tapioca pearls in there.
It's like a bubble
And
tea.
sort of. Sometimes they have just sweet rice in there instead.
Oh.
Yellow mung beans.
Mm.
Usually I like mine with like sesame seeds, like right on top, like sprinkled on for a little bit of crunch.
Oh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I should try that.
I think that's it.
Does
Taro
does
pudding? Is that ours?
what's that?
Is taro? Hold on. Taro pudding. Is that a Vietnamese thing? Before I take this away from somebody.
What are my dishes?
Like,
Good job.
I just gotta make sure it's ours and not like the French, right? Like,
Yo, oh, fucking yeah! I forgot the French were there.
yeah. Okay,
French
so
are everywhere.
so it is ours. Okay, so like taro is like it's a root, kind of like ginger.
Yeah.
And we make a pudding with that, rice,
That sounds bitter.
coconut sauce. It can be, but not really.
See, that sounds very contradictory. Like, it can be bitter, but not really. So, like,
Yeah,
either
I
it
know.
is, and you're just used to, like, the taste, or, like, it isn't, and you're just saying that because it's ginger. Well,
I'm
not,
saying
like,
it because
ginger, but, you know, like, in the family
it's a
of
root.
ginger.
I'm saying it's because it's a
Yeah.
root. That's
Oh. Interesting.
it. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need to go over there and, like, just try, like, the vendors who make desserts.
You should. It's pretty cheap. That's like the
I'm
main.
just worried about bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Bugs don't like to respect my circle.
Yeah, it
What, in
doesn't.
Vietnam?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
I'm saying just Vietnam because like it's a warmer climate, so there are just a
Yeah.
lot more bugs that are gonna be out than like over here where like the seasons obviously like the weather changes, so like the bugs react to that. Whereas like in Vietnam, it's humid and hot. Depending on where you are, it's probably just more hot. But like there is just like a lot of bugs.
It is tropical there.
Yeah. I'm concerned about seeing a giant bug. I would die.
Like
I
Jurassic Park.
listen. I don't know if you guys. Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but I went to the museum that's like obviously over here, and they have like the little skeletons and all that. And I remember looking online too, seeing how big bugs used to be. I'm so glad that they're minuscule now because I don't think I'd ever survive in a world with a bug that's like 100 feet long. And that's like the centipede or like the millipede or whatever that we have. Okay, it used to be like 100 feet long and huge, like tall, like bust tall and then just long. All I can think of is that we have the biggest like bug that I've seen are like the moths and like hornets or wasps, mantises and all that. Or tarantulas. I just don't want a bug to come out of nowhere and like land on me because I would die. I don't. I don't know how I would live after that, but I would never leave the house. Probably. I don't know. You'd have to help me. I'd probably pass out or something.
Insects back then had wingspans up to 30 inches across.
Yup. You ain't got no business being that big. Like, what the fuck are you eating? That's also. Well, I mean, I get it, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh my
who do you think you are to be that big? I don't.
Reminds me of that scene
God.
from Land of the Lost where the giant mosquito comes.
Yeah.
And he's like sucking his blood, and then it's so much blood to the point where he's like turning white and like passing out.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's just like, see, even that, it's like a mosquito being that big. Technically, I can understand because there are just giant animals everywhere, so whatever. But like a centipede or millipede, whatever the frick it was, why are you that like? I don't know. I don't know. It will never make sense to me. I will never forgive that behavior. Or God, or whoever the fuck decided that, you know, animals and bugs being that big makes sense. It doesn't, but you know, go off. It's disgusting.
I can't believe this. This fucking all these insects are huge.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there are so many big, like, okay, that's like prehistoric and all that. But I mean, like, even just now, there are bugs that are bigger than your palm. Who the hell do you think you are to be flying at me or jumping at me when I'm bigger than you? Like, I don't know. Just disrespect is just honestly, it's the audacity. I don't know. It's just some bugs are just fearless, and I don't know where they get the balls from because they don't have any. But you know,
Maybe you're just not looking at them because you're
if
running away.
I'm walking in the street, what do you have that needs you to be in that area? Like, what is around that you're looking for to actively eat and hunt that's in my way?
Listen, man, I'm not a bug. I don't have that type of knowledge, okay?
Exactly. I'm just saying, if you're not a gnat or a fucking fly, why are you in my space? Even a bee. I can somewhat, technically, I hate it, but I can excuse a bee. What other type of bug should be around my space? I don't know, but they want to be there.
I don't like bugs either.
I have meltdowns when a bug touches me.
Wait, you work outside, Wheezy. How do you...
He does work outside. You work in parks too. What the heck?
Does that
You're
mean I have to
around
like
bugs.
How
No,
do you-
but I'm just so surprised. You technically have to be kind of like comfortable with that possibility. No.
No.
So what do you
Still
do to
not fun
counter
working
it?
around with? I fucking kill them as much as I can.
Oh, do you like raise your fists up or something? What do you run
Like,
away?
you
What
just
do you do?
Fisticuffs.
Put your dukes up.
Think about 1, 2. Ew. I hate it. I'm gonna need to walk around like a bee suit or something.
Like a hazmat
Oh, that's
suit?
so hot. I don't. That yeah, but like it's. How am I supposed to eat food then in like Vietnam? Like, I'm not gonna be. I have to take it to go, but I can't take it to go because it's on the side. Like it's on the street. You know. Like.
What's the biggest city in Vietnam?
Probably Saigon. Ho Chi Minh City. if you
Saigon?
will. Saigon, yeah.
With a Z?
No, S.
No, with an Saigon.
Oh. I feel like you're saying like a name that I know from like a show.
Or no, not Saigon. Well, that would be South Vietnam, which is where I was
Like,
born.
what's the New
Hanoi.
York of Vietnam?
Hanoi, I guess, would be, but that's like North Vietnam. I don't know if you want to count
What
that
does
or
that mean?
not. Hanoi?
Yeah.
That's
Does it like mean
it's
anything? Like
that's just a
translated or no?
name. That's just a name.
Listen, okay. Technically, a lot of places are named after something most of the time, not all the time. Just wondering if it's named after something, like it means something in English. Unfortunately, we
Mm,
have Victoria's everything's everywhere in America because it's named after the fucking queen. So I'm just wondering if it's something similar.
yeah, I don't think there is anything. It's just Hanoi.
Cool. Got it.
Yeah, it's
So
not
New
my
York,
it's
New
not my
York.
city, so I
mean-
don't care.
When I look up a picture of it, there's like this giant church that pops up.
Oh, it's probably like a temple city.
There
Well, I
are
don't know what you
temples
guys
there.
call it.
There
We
are
did s-
temples there.
Jordan did
Huh.
tell me a while ago that they were occupied by the French for a long time. Which,
Ugh.
for those who don't know, the French pulled out, and that's what caused the Vietnam War.
They
like,
do be
in
pulling
America
out.
as we know it.
They do be pulling
What?
Pulling
out.
out.
Really?
Pulling out. Yeah.
Bro, America didn't teach me correctly because I did not know that.
America does not teach
No.
anything correctly.
No.
All I
They-
knew
they
was that
teach
we went
history-
to war.
They teach
That-
history in the sense that all Americans are heroes and we do everything that's right, and when that's not the case.
They also
Yeah,
try to say
I-
that the Vietnam War was a tie, not you guys
I-
fucking
it
losing.
wasn't. Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, it wasn't a tie though, as far as I'm aware of.
Either
We
way,
went
a
over there
forfeit
and
is still a
killed
loss
millions
either.
of people and then just left.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll be honest. Vietnamese people were fucking smart. Putting bombs in the dirt. Yeah, you fucking watch where you step. You're in my land. I do the same thing in my house.
She pulls some
Home Alone
shit.
style.
Yeah, Home Alone shit.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you're a suspicious person, you come into my house and you start acting up, I'm gonna stick something in the fucking floor. You're not gonna expect it. You don't even know these lands like I know these lands. You think you know a bush? I know bushes. That's what they gave me.
I'm gonna
I
be
appreciated
honest.
that fact.
I would pay to see
Would.
you set up some traps in a house.
I'm not that good.
I would absolutely pay so much money just so I could see this happen.
I would do it like prank
That's a movie
style.
idea.
It's
Yeah, that is a
100%
movie
like
idea.
Home Alone, where like it's like them for some weird ass reason looking in a hamper, and then like
Erlyn, I'm going to fly you down here, and I'm gonna have you sit in a house with a bunch
And
of
I-
different objects, and I'm
Basic
gonna have you
household
set up a trap, and I'm
You
going
get
to
make
send somebody
bombs and
else.
traps out of basic household items.
Yeah, and I'm going to
doesn't
send
sound
somebody
good.
else to go in there and see if the traps go off.
I know.
I want to see her
I have
try
to
to
know how to
MacGyver
make
her way
traps. I
out.
don't know how to make traps. I know
Hey,
how to like
do you
light
think
hire
Kevin,
Joe
territory on
Pesci.
fire. I'm gonna take
Mr.
some Clorox and like make sure it's in a bucket so that way as soon as you look up it burns your eyes, you go blind. But I don't think that's fair because you can't fix being blind unless they sign a waiver and they know that possible blindness is a thing.
No, sign a waiver.
Okay, well then good because then I'm not in charge of you going blind. Might have to get him with some goggles or something. I'm just saying.
That's all right. Carlos wants to be the one that's sent, but I don't think I want to do that. I want him to be in there filming.
He would be good at filming it.
Exactly. I know
He's
you
gonna
get all
edit.
these
He's gonna
angles.
edit it super funny too for no reason.
Dude,
Like it's
for
gonna be
real.
somebody like in pain, and it's just gonna have like a laugh track on it.
Erlene saws off somebody's leg, and they're just sitting there like, ah!
Honestly.
Why
Just
can't you
adds
do
a laugh
both? We
track.
need you alive at the end, okay?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Carlos is just gonna be doing a react video. He's gonna be like, "All right, okay, so here we're gonna be doing this," or no, he's gonna stream it. And he's gonna be like, "Yo, Dante, thanks for the 4 months."
Yeah. Probably make a knife doorknob.
A knife doorknob? How does that gonna go?
You pop out the doorknob, you put the knife in there, you tie it in there, you try and like hot fix it in there. So when people don't actually, I don't know if you noticed it. You're not always conscious of it unless like you're in somebody else's house, but even then technically no. You unconsciously just go for the doorknob without looking at it because you know where it is. You go to grab it, you're not gonna think it's a knife, so you're gonna grab it and then cut your fingers open. Now you got a wound and a possible infection. Might prefer a rusty knife to give you like what is it, like tetanus or sepsis? You're dead in like a couple hours. So
I liked Kevin's idea better, where he made sure the other side of the doorknob was like burning hot, so it burned their hand whenever they used the doorknob.
yeah, but giving you sepsis if you're an intruder is a lot better because even if you do happen to do what you need to do on my house and you try and escape, rust in your blood will kill you.
Make
especially if you
it
don't
make
deal
it a
with
rusty doorknob, but also burning hot.
That's just gonna be a burn. He can easily fix that. Whereas like a deep cut in your hand on all your fingers is difficult.
I honestly doubt anybody's not going to notice the doorknob is missing and it's just a knife.
I'm telling you, would be surprised how many people just unconsciously go for a doorknob. I'm not saying it's not like possible to look down and notice it. I'm just saying a lot of people, and it's very common that you don't, especially in your own house. How many times? Obviously, if you're more conscious of it, but like, how many times are you always conscious of grabbing the doorknob without looking at it? There are a lot of times where I catch myself just automatically going for it because I know where it is. I'm turning the doorknob. I'm out my door. I don't need to look at it. I know where it is. My house.
Okay.
Other
yes,
people don't always do
that's
that.
your house. This is a house they're trying to steal from, right?
What?
So they
Would
gotta
I
be
have
cautious
LEDs
about
on?
it.
Like all the lights are on so they could see everything? Like,
Erlene, do you not understand that the shape of a doorknob is so much different than the shape of a knife?
again, you're trying to sneak into my house to try and be as quiet as possible. I'm just saying.
I don't
You're not exactly always going to be conscious of everything because you're not assuming that the
Also,
doorknob's a
what
fucking
happens?
knife.
What happens if he just grabs the knife in the perfect way where he doesn't get cut?
Not
Then
possible.
that-
I'm using Gorilla Glue.
Okay, what do you? What? What?
It's Gorilla Glue. You're telling me that you can break Gorilla Glue? I've yet to meet somebody who can break Gorilla Glue. It's Gorilla Glue. It's a duct tape of glue.
You're putting Gorilla Glue on the rusty knife.
Yeah, on the handle. So that way it sticks in the doorknob hole. I don't know how you're not following this. It's not hard.
Erlene, wait. What if you tied like a rope to the doorknob and leave it unlocked so that way when they open the door, it pulls a string and then it lets go of a box of knives above them as they're trying to come in?
Oh no, I would try and like set up a pulley system so that way if they open one door, there's a bunch of knives on a thing that'll pull forward. When you pull the door, it'll yank the box forward and you get stabbed in the chest or something. I'm not an engineer though, so I'd have to do like a lot of planning, but I would love to be able to do that.
I think
Like,
I know
you
how that would work, but I don't want to get arrested, so I'm not going to say.
No,
I'm
but
saying.
you know what I'm talking. You
Yes,
see
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. I understand the play. I know how to do it. I'm an engineer,
Yeah.
an audio
Yeah.
engineer, but an engineer.
I have the maths in my brain. It'll work out
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah. People look at doorknobs when
Yeah.
opening them. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, not everyone looks at a doorknob. They just go for it. Even when like you're walking into someone's house and you're walking through the front door, you might glance at the doorknob to grab it. For the most part, you just grab it. And obviously how comfortable you are makes a difference. Like if it's your best friend's house, you're not really gonna look at the doorknob, you're just gonna walk in. If for some reason they decide to put a knife on it, you're not gonna assume that, you're just gonna walk in. And then there you go, you grabbed a knife. Burns are not that hard to deal with. They'll sizzle out after a while, but a cut, depending on how deep it is, especially in your fingers, that thing's gonna bleed for forever.
It's just
I don't know if you
annoying.
ever
That's what I care for.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but like that's one of the easiest places to bleed from are from your hands because the blood doesn't really stop. It's in your hands. You know, you use your hands a lot, so your body's gonna pump a lot of blood in there constantly. Anytime you've gotten a cut on your finger, I don't know if you noticed, but like that thing doesn't stop bleeding for a good hot second. If you cut your fingers, especially deep, that thing's not stopping. You're gonna walk around with blood a couple feet or something.
I don't know.
I'd make sure it's not like a sharp knife either, like not like freshly sharp, because then that could close the wound right after you cut it. I want that thing jagged and broken. Pull off some skin or something. Saw style. That's what I'm getting at. I'm getting at like a very mediocre, average, or like below average saw house.
Yeah, I understand that you want to be like Jigsaw.
Just very average. You know, some nails in the floorboard or something. You know, just very average. I'm trying to hurt you to get out of my house. That's it.
Would you try to do the was it the Looney Tunes shit where they you kind of hope that they step on like the wrong side of the rake that just pops right back up in their face?
Oh no, I just lay out a whole bunch of them.
Mouse traps all over the kitchen floor.
Oh, it's not mouse traps. I'm putting thumbtacks.
I was at this wrestling show one time where they put like a bunch of thumbtacks and they glued them to like this wiffle ball bat,
Oh my god.
and they were beating the shit out of each other with that and like chairs and ladders. It was awesome.
Oh
Bro,
my
wrestling
god.
is something that Matt actually wanted to talk about earlier, like how different like wrestling was before. Than it is
Oh
now.
yeah, he's talking like what was it? WWE is like
When I-
different or something like that.
How brutal
I don't know.
WWF.
Well, I
used
went
be
to a
compared
live show.
WWE
Like
now.
this was at my local like firehouse. They were
And
doing
they
like some
were
crazy
fucking-
shit.
What the fuck?
They were making weapons and beating the shit out of each other with it.
Absolutely in front of a bunch of 10 and 7-year-olds. Absolutely.
That's okay. That
Wrestling is
Motherfuckers
unmatched.
were out there bleeding and shit.
interesting.
Wrestling is
that doesn't
absolutely
sound. That
unmatched.
doesn't.
I remember I had
good.
this. I had a favorite too. There was this guy named Grey Wolf.
Favorite?
He had like long hair and he
Wait.
put like these contacts in that made his eyes look like wolf eyes.
His name is actually Grey Wolf.
That was
My
his,
man's
that was his wrestler
dedicated.
name.
Oh,
but,
okay, okay. Ooh. This man was like Native American or something. That's what his
Oh,
name
awesome.
translated to.
Like, comes in how.
They were fucking each other. Well, yeah. Wording. English. You know, it's about that.
That's okay.
You know what? How do you guys think this word is supposed to be pronounced correctly? Tolonel.
Wait, what?
Say it again.
Spell it again?
Tolonel. It's a position in like the military.
Colonel?
Yeah. How do you think that's
Colonel.
supposed to actually be pronounced?
Colonel? That's how I used to
Okay.
pronounce
Colonial.
it.
Okay. I'm glad. Thank you. Because every time I talk to people about it, people want to be like, you didn't know it's pronounced colonel? No, because when I say colonel, I'm thinking popcorn, not a position in the military. It should be colonel or colonel. I don't know what this fucking colonel shit is, but make it make sense. I don't know.
The only reason why I knew it's pronounced Colonel is because of Metal Gear Solid.
Well,
I know it from
Solid Snake really gave you a solid then, because I did not get that.
some movie.
That was worse than my joke earlier.
Or maybe I learned how weird it was spelled in school. I
How?
can't remember.
Wait, what? Do I even want to try to pronounce that?
Mm-mm.
Because I feel like I'm gonna get it wrong.
Kai Kendall.
Koi Kendall.
Kai Kendall.
Kai Kendall. It's a road here in Houston. I'm not gonna live in Houston. Did I drive on the way to you? No, I took 45 all the way down. Never mind. Why is that a name in Houston? Kendall. Yeah, I think that should be banned.
There's no R in it. Why does it make an R sound?
Is that a German thing? Or is that a Dutch thing? Wait, which is it? Wait, is it German or Dutch that's closest to English?
Kendall.
I don't remember. Somebody said it. I think it was Sebastian.
Kendall.
Kendall. That's so dumb. Why would they do that? Why would you train your own language to be some massive trickery?
I'm pretty sure. What is it? What language is it that's like? I think it's Finnish or something like that, or maybe just Dutch. Whatever one. That's like the most difficult language to like learn.
Some dumb
It's something
shit.
like that. Yeah, because like the way you pronounce a lot of words, or well, specifically like letters in words change. So kind of like how in like Japan or like in Korea, how like words can have like double or like triple meanings. It's kind of like that, but with sounds or something like that.
At least
Really
a
dumb.
double word makes sense because you have to have context.
Yeah, but like but that's what I'm saying. Like I forgot what language it, but it's all just how you pronounce the actual word depending on how it's spelt because of the way like the thing is or whatever.
Google says that Mandarin's the hardest language to learn.
I would not doubt that.
There's a lot of symbols there, homie. And I don't plan to learn a single one, even though I know a couple.
Symbols?
Yeah.
Like musical symbols?
No. Dude, I can't even read sheet music. What makes you think?
I never learned.
Not like reading music, like symbols, like the instrument.
Oh. Okay.
Oh! I'm like, what the fuck? What symbols? I'm like, oh wait, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I got it afterwards.
In my head, I was thinking of a triangle, not like the actual fucking symbol.
The kanji, I guess I get, is the better name. The kanji. There's a lot
Isn't
of
that
like
for Japanese?
no.
Or is that like
well,
count for, like,
sort
all...
of. Kanji is more for like. So you know how Japan also has like Chinese characters as well in their language.
I did not know that.
They do?
Yes.
Yeah. The more you know.
So, yeah, there's hiragana, katakana, and kanji.
I thought that was dialect, not.
No.
It's fine.
Well,
it's
it means sort of dialect, but it's also like the characters they use. Yeah.
Which also, by the way, I can understand now, like in anime, like why kids growing up have so much difficulty learning their own fucking language because you write it in like the actual like symbols, but then it's also like spelt differently too. Like if you write it out, something like that, and like speaking it, you gotta learn like all like the different old pronunciations, but like the new ones or something. I don't know. I felt for them because I thought I had it hard just learning how to just spell had in a sentence to make it make sense. They got it so hard. They have so many different meanings and ugh.
Yeah, Asian languages got it pretty tough.
But like for why? I would love to ask whoever made your guys' language, like all of Asia, because every Asian country is difficult. But like like why?
Gonna be honest, I wish I could tell you, but I really can't.
Was there a reason you wanted everyone to hate your language? Like I don't like even your own people technically to some extent growing up hate your language. So like if it's math, universally, math is shit. Math sucks. Except for people that have like, that like math. But it's math. It's in everything. Is it?
It is in everything, yeah. Even
you
music.
Can't escape it.
No.
Yeah, I know. You got 2s and 5s or whatever.
I had to use math today.
On what?
Bullshit. I was measuring something.
That's measuring. Of course you need freaking math.
I had to know like radius and diameter and fucking
Yeah, that's basics of math.
The man who works for the city who
I know,
has
right?
to
Is
do
the civil
measurements.
servant over here.
Oh no.
Oh my god, somebody help him. At least you're not doing, like, you know, ridiculous stuff like, you know, pie charts and shit, or doing, like, parabolas. What's a parabola for? Why did we learn that? Did you guys learn that?
What, the parabola?
You didn't learn about parabolas?
I did learn about parabolas.
I'm about to say, I was like... About to get really upset at you for a second.
It's the curvy shit on the grid.
Yeah, that fucking weird U shape or whatever. I don't know. Did you guys do geo or trigonometry? Like geometry or trigonometry?
I did.
No, I didn't make it that far.
Both.
So you had it together in a class then?
No. There were different years.
You just separate. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds nice. My school decided we're gonna do geo with trig.
No, that's a lie. My 6th grade motherfucking math teacher. This man was like, first of all, this guy was a coach, right? And he has his reputation about him. He was a coach, right? So, and usually coaches who are also teachers don't do much shit, right?
Yeah.
That's how it was for us. Not this guy. No, not this guy. Motherfucker. Was like, you know what? I want my students to be better. And like, did you...
What?
Math.
But he's a coach.
He's a coach. But he's also a math teacher.
Oh fuck! I hate those teachers. I hate you. You stick to one genre, theme.
There was a movie with like with a really hard math teacher that was like super hard on his kids. It like, I think it took place in California.
Oh, the Hispanic teacher, yeah.
Yeah.
My math teacher, my Spanish teacher, every fucking year we watched it. It was like reading a Shakespeare book.
Yeah. Okay, so you know that movie. Yeah. This motherfucker was a white version of that guy.
Ew. I mean, I can't be mad at that teacher then, because, like, technically he has the right idea, but if you're going about it wrong, then fuck you, but it's...
My man, we learned algebra the first week, and then...
How do you learn algebra in the first... It's algebra. You need more than a week to...
Trust me, he did it. Okay. And then geometry the next, and then he was like, you know what would be fun? Trigonometry.
Ew.
Oh, okay.
But at least you learned it separate. My school put geo with trig together, so it was literally two separate types of math put together. So it was geo with trig. And then I don't know why geometry and trigonometry, as far as I'm aware of, don't really feel like a match entirely, because I feel like you have to learn one before you learn the other, but they put it together. So we would do half and half lessons where, like, we would do geometry to learn how to do trigonometry or something like that. And it pissed me off because I wasn't getting any of it because it's two separate different types of math being put together as if I'm supposed to already know both of them. Or I don't know. It was
do go up. They are supposed to go up. You're supposed to know geometry more before you learn trig.
Yeah, they didn't do that. They did geo with trig.
Right. Yeah.
Not like a geo and... No, it was with trigonometry, not geo and trigonometry. Like, I fucking hate them.
Did you ever get into calculus? Like, did they ever put you in calculus?
No, because I failed geo with trig. They failed me. I was like, good. Don't ever... a complete... Like, it was like a fail on my report card. I was like, good. Don't ever put me in that shit again.
I had calculus in 6th grade.
Yeah, we had... What the fuck?
That motherfucker...
How did you take calculus in 6th grade?
That motherfucker. Look, it was just his class. My schedule said algebra.
In 6th grade?
But that motherfucker.
I'm confused.
That motherfucker. But
well, no
algebra...
wonder you freaking became an IT kid. No offense, but like, you know, you swallowed fucking math like it was like milk.
I had to.
Took algebra as a sophomore.
That's fine.
Algebra for me was like freshman, sophomore year.
Actually, fuck calculus. I agree wholeheartedly.
I never took calculus, but I also didn't take AP calculus or
if you took
trigonometry AP or something like that.
If you didn't take calculus, how am I supposed to expect you to take AP calculus?
I don't know. I'm saying I didn't. I'm saying that's what my school had. We had calculus, but there are some kids who skipped calculus and went into calculus AP. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what AP actually stands for, other than maybe assuming advanced placement. but I don't know what is advanced placement in calculus. It's calculus. What else is there? Like, it's just that one type of math. How much more math is in that one math
More
that
problems.
could be putting you in advanced placement?
More problems.
My uncle took a calculus when he was 11.
Is
How
this the
did he
same
feel
uncle
about
that works at
He was good at it, so that's why he did it.
Oh, no, that's fuck him. I
Wait,
hate people that are good at math.
Was it the same, or was it your dad? I forget which one, but one of them worked at IBM and got himself a car.
Yeah, that's my uncle. It
was it the same dude?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my uncle.
Wow.
His whole thing was, I guess, when he was like a really young kid, like he saw like the graphical, transitions that they had like on the football screen, like between like commercials
Oh.
and stuff. Like he saw like a robot kick a football into the screen and then it shattered into like a different scene. He was like, I want to do that when I grow up. So he learned at like he learned at like an early age how to like do computer and math stuff. So my dad said one of his earliest memories of him being like really good at computers is when he like ran into the room and he was like, Carl, come here, I have to show you something. And he was like, all right. And then he ran and he was like, look. And then he pressed the space bar and there was a bubble that floated across the screen and then it bounced and jiggled and started flying across the screen again. And he was like, that's so cool. How'd you do that? And then he like showed him like this giant like notebook scroll of like ones and zeros. He was like this. And my dad was like, oh, fuck that. And then he walked out.
Yeah, I agree with your dad. Fuck that.
Yeah. It's not
What
fun.
about science?
That was in the 80s. So that was like when they had like bumfuck computers. It wasn't like you
Oh
could
yeah,
do
they
that
had like
shit.
you had to type in every single like fucking letter
Yeah,
and number
he
for
coded
like.
that shit from scratch.
I feel so bad for that generation. All I gotta do is like half type of like a freaking like word for the site, and it'll automatically like find it for me.
I think my uncle actually helped to develop the Intel Pentium 4 CPU.
I don't know what that means, but good for him.
I
Science.
don't
Did
Pentium
you have
3
any
or
AP
Pentium 4?
classes?
Yeah, I took AP chemistry.
Fucking. What is AP chemistry like?
Lots of labs. What do you want me to say?
I don't know anything other than fucking labs. We all took labs. We all have to do labs. I'm just saying, like, is it like actually any different from regular chemistry?
Well, what did you guys do in regular chemistry?
I never had chemistry. I didn't have to take it.
Oh, Weezy, what did you do in regular chemistry?
I never took chemistry.
Oh, goddamn! Well, I guess I can.
I took this class called Integrated Science, which I don't even know what that class was
What is
about because I failed
integrated
it like
science?
3 times.
Oh,
I took
They gave you the same
biology.
class 3 times?
Dude, you have to pass it. It was a fucking intro class to high school, and I kept failing.
integrated science is a course where students learn the big ideas in life science and physical science through experimental learning.
That sounds about right.
Really? Well, then I don't even. Maybe Jersey is fucking weird because like we took general science and that was just like
I've never
the name
taken
generalized science or something like that.
I've never taken that. It was either just like biology, astrology.
Yeah, no,
astronomy.
right after general science is when you got into like the sciences,
Yeah,
and then
I've
like right after general science was biology.
Never had that. It was always like biology, chemistry,
I took
astronomy.
Yeah.
I took integrated science, biology, and then I took what was that class I took? It was like some kind of robotics class. It was super easy
That sounds
class
fun.
because you need 3 science credits to graduate.
Yeah.
So I failed fucking freshman year science like 3 times, like so many times. So it was so dumb.
Well, at least they kept trying to give it to you. They were like, we shouldn't,
I didn't have a choice. They have to. Like it's
No,
not like, oh, you
yeah,
can take a
but you know
different
what I
class. You
mean.
have to pass this class. This like you
I'm
could be
just
taking.
saying.
They told me if I failed this class one more time, I'd be qualified to teach it.
Well, you probably could have been. You have astrology? My school didn't have astrology. We had
Astronomy is what I meant to say, not astrology.
Oh, well, yeah, but like that's technically like in my school. I guess that would be like an extracurricular, not like an actual class. We had biology, chemistry, biochem, chem AP, biochem AP, and then there was like one other science one.
Dude, I'm gonna
But it
be
was
honest.
just Ugh.
I didn't learn shit in that astronomy class. You know why? I got to leave early every day.
Oh, nice. But you had early out?
Well, only me.
Why only you? What the fuck?
I don't know, but it was just like
right here?
I guess I don't know, but I was just like, hey, can I leave? I have some shit to do, and she's like, okay.
Wow.
She wasn't a very great teacher. In fact, I think the same year. Oh yeah, it was the same year. Like at the end of it, she got a DUI.
Wow.
Also because she endangered her kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the more you know. There you go, people. This is why you do not drink and drive.
Yeah.
Why you do not behave like a reckless.
Also, don't be a dipshit teacher. I don't know shit about stars anymore.
I mean, did you ever actually like really learn anything about stars?
I mean, I wanted to.
What do you know about stars?
There's the Big Dipper.
You don't know Orion's belt?
Yep, I know that too.
Do you know what a sun is?
Yes, the sun is a big star.
No.
Dude,
well,
technically
it is. Yeah, there are. Technically, it is, but a sun or like a burning star is technically a planet or like a star that's reached the end of its life and it's slowly exploding until it becomes a black hole.
I know.
Which wasn't fun for me to find out. But then I realized it's gonna take like millennia before our sun would kill the Earth. So I'm technically
all the stars you see in the sky, anyways, are dying. So I
mean, unless COVID kills us all, but you know.
Won't you come?
Oh, COVID.
That was a lot of fun to find out that it could become like a black hole. Sometimes it could just burn and fizzle out, but you know.
Yep, and if the sun actually fizzles out, it'll take 7 minutes for us to actually realize.
Yeah, which is so fucking weird.
Because light travel, you know.
Mm-hmm. That is weird.
It's weird that light would.
But technically, we wouldn't even notice.
We wouldn't. We would just die.
We would just die. Yeah. Because we wouldn't even see it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The explosion would be instant, and the light wouldn't be able to reach before we could see it happen.
Well, at least it's an instant death. It's not like fucking drowning, where like you're alive, you're awake.
Why would you be drowning?
No, I'm saying at least it's like an instant death, not like a slow death where like you're hyper aware of what's happening. Like people that drown or that have drowned and survive, yeah, you're not gonna know you actually. I mean, you'll find out like I guess a couple minutes later if there is an afterlife.
We'll be dead before we hear it explode. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when you drown, you're awake for it unless like you swallow a ton of water and pass out. So you technically, I guess, wouldn't feel it. But people that are like conscious for drowning. Like, your lungs are bursting. And, like, people that have survived it, they're not very fond of, obviously, drowning. But, like, the way they explain it is very horrifying.
I feel like burning
Isn't that scary to think about?
Worse.
I would rather instantly die than drown.
Right, yeah. But, like, but I feel like burning alive would be worse than drowning.
Terrible. No. Burning alive, your brain, after a certain amount of, like, pain tolerance, and, like, obviously it's fire, will kill you. Like, you can pass out or die from the amount of pain you're in. Like, it's insane how, like, your brain will just cut off. Yeah, but the same could be said
if you're drowning. You drink a lot of water, you pass out because you drink so much goddamn water.
No, you could, but some people don't. They just sit there watching as they drown, feeling it happen.
Dude,
so I'm saying, like, technically you're lucky if you pass out from, like, swallowing the water, like, you passed out falling into the water. But, like, people that technically drown, most of the time they're conscious of what's happening. So, like, it's not fun. Obviously, if you survive, it's better. But, like, when you're on fire, like I said, your pain tolerance, after a while, your brain just can't handle the amount of, like, signals it's getting that it just kind of, like, overloads itself. And you either pass out and you die anyways because you're on fire, or your brain just cuts itself off and then you're just dead. Like, your brain dead. But, you know, after a while, you're going to die too. You're on fire.
You seem to know a lot about dying by a fire. I am a little concerned.
I had to, like, learn about some, like, weird stuff in science.
Where was this lesson? I had a firefighter as one of my teachers in science.
This was like in bio, and then I ended up looking at it
up.
I like myself.
Warsaw, Poland, and That's where.
Well, that and then I don't. I'm pretty sure you guys also learned about it. I forgot what the.
At an abandoned concentration camp.
No, I feel bad for forgetting the guy's name. I feel like everyone learns about him, but like that monk who set himself on fire and like just kind of like
yeah, in the 60s.
Yeah, so like everyone knows. So I like looked it up.
Oh,
to, like,
the Vietnamese
out, like,
monk, right?
Yeah, like the guy who just. Yeah, he was like doing a silent protest and he set himself on fire and then just sat down and
he didn't
died.
Scream or anything.
Nothing. He did not react.
He burned to death and died.
Yeah. He was a motherfucker.
He is an OG,
so
bro.
So I wanted to look up why the frick that happened. I mean, maybe the science changed. I could be wrong, but from what I remember, is that like you being on fire, it's everything, you're on fire. So like your brain is getting overloaded with all these pain, signals. So after a while, it's going to shut itself off and you pass out, like I said, or you're just going to die from the amount of pain because your brain can't handle all these signals. And like, it's just like, it doesn't know how to help itself. So it basically just kind of like knocks, it's just like, we're not going to do this. So die.
that same monk, he got re-cremated during the funeral. What? Yeah, because when you burn to die, you turn some of it to ash.
Right? You get like really solid.
Yeah. So he was re-cremated, but his heart stayed intact and it didn't burn. Mm-hmm. So now they have his heart in like a
calcified, probably. Yeah. That's the other thing that's kind of cool about like I guess technically burning alive. That like technically you could get like calcified. So like in Pompeii or like when they found the ruins and they found like bodies technically still intact after it. It's because they got calcified. The amount of heat actually like burned their figures. So like technically you could do like an X-ray and see like possibly the skeletons
standing up and shit.
Yeah. Or like holding their kids or like hugging each other or like asleep in bed because of the amount of heat. It like kind of like pressed you down like a diamond would, like all that pressure just.
Damn.
Yeah.
I read this interesting thing about monks a while ago. It was that like how like they like try to find quiet places to meditate. There was this one monk that like tried to find the most secluded, like airtight place possible so that he could reach like absolute silence, but like he was sad to realize that it's impossible for humans to reach absolute silence because it'll be interrupted by your heartbeat.
Yeah. That's kind of scary. Oh, have you guys heard about that room that they built for that to like try and build like a completely apparently like if you sit in there for too long, like depending on how like quiet it is, you could actually like you could obviously cause yourself to go insane, but like it can hurt your ears after a while hearing your own heartbeat.
Really?
Because it's the only sound, so it becomes very loud because of how dead silent it is. So the only thing you're hearing is that loud thumping. And I think in some cases, again, I could be wrong, but this is what I remember reading from the article. You could also hear like your blood rushing.
Yeah, it's also like super dark in there too, so you don't see shit either.
It's insane. Like obviously that could drive anyone crazy, but like to be able to hear your blood rushing and your heart thumping, I would obviously think that your ears might hurt or something. I don't know. I feel like you're not supposed to for a reason.
Right. Yeah. Like there will never be silence in the world. And that's
even if there was, I wouldn't want that kind of silence. I'd want there to like be like a regular quiet silence, not I can hear my fucking heart.
I don't know. I don't think I can handle silence.
Oh.
I always got to be listening to something.
Aw. You're so cute.
Oh.
Thanks. Listen to Erlyn talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to like a recording of me just babble about nothing.
Erlyn, I feel like if I'm gonna get a recording from you, I feel like you'd be yelling at me in that recording.
No, but I'm gonna occasionally, in between like me talking like this, I'm gonna remind you to stop fucking beating yourself down. Remind yourself to eat. Remember to take a shower. I don't like drinking water, but I would tell you to drink water since you're like obsessed with it.
Raising her voice,
and make sure you get some sleep.
She'll send you an audio recording saying, "Don't you fucking rush me about the podcast. I'm coming."
It was my waffles. They were important to me.
I understand it. Look, if you message back, I was like, "Hey, I'm getting waffles." I'd be like, "Oh, cool, okay."
was going to, but then I saw and I was like, you know what, I have 5 minutes. And then I came down and then my PC was like, oh, we need to update. I was like, fuck you. And I was like, let me see. If it's gonna take longer, then I'll like message you. But then when you text me, I was like, my computer woke up from its update, so I was like, we're fine.
Maybe I'm the one who helped the computer.
And probably my computer was probably like, you know what, let's make sure you're not late this time or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
Oh! Technically, because we're almost done.
Hmm.
Let me give you some of the tea.
Ah.
Ooh, tea.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
hear the tea.
So, technically, it's slightly old tea, but, like, the guy still has the same fucking behaviors. She says he got better, but this is gonna sound very generic, but, like, he's a fucking man, alright? The fuck does he know? This is my friend and her relationship.
I feel like I'm missing details.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, okay.
So, the main thing you have to know is that he isn't a bad guy. But here's where my butt comes in.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah. So this is where like my problem comes in with her relationship that she doesn't want to agree with, which is fine. You're not supposed to. Obviously, it's like your relationship, you could disagree. But the only time that I ever hear anything about this guy is the bad stuff. She never really tells me about, and like, you know how like if you're in a happy relationship, I'm not saying you talk about your relationship all the time, but like if somebody asks like how your relationship is going, you don't just automatically start with, oh, well, we had this fight, or we had this problem, or this and that happened with him or her. You know what I mean? That's what I get from her most of the time. So I'm like, that's a tell. Oh, whatever.
Right.
But this butt wipe, and I don't like him. I barely even met the dude, and I don't like him, but it's whatever. Decided that he is gonna have an opinion on every single thing that she does, or wears, or eats, or whatever. But then at the same time, my guy isn't exactly the healthiest, best person either. So like they were supposed to go on a diet together and like lose weight and do like the surgery. But the like the minor one, not the intense. Yeah, not the intense one where like they literally cut half your stomach and like you can never get it back.
Gastro?
It's the minor one where like they just like cinch it so that way like it'll slowly like heal itself back to its normal size, but it's to help you just lose the weight so your body can get used to it, since in her family it's like a normal gene. They have very slow metabolism, so it's like not that she can't lose weight, it's just that it's very difficult to lose weight because that's just how it is in her family, which is normal and it's fine for a lot of people in their families. So like she was able to do it. She was able to lose enough weight to get approved for the surgery. My guy decided to fucking sit here and complain and bitch and whine about it and not do anything to get the surgery. But then when she gets the surgery, he wants to get upset at her because now she can't go out to eat, because after you get the surgery, you're on like a liquid diet for like the first 2 weeks or whatever till you go to like soft foods, and then finally after a while you go back to like normal foods. It's like for the first 2 weeks that she was healing, he had an issue with her doing that, like having had the surgery like she wanted, and like this has been like one of her things that she's always wanted since she was young, because like I said, like she knows and she's very highly aware of the fact that in her family and she herself struggles with weight gain. Obviously not because she eats like a crazy person, but just that's how it is. So he's over here complaining about shit, and I got upset with her for letting him do that, because she was like, but technically he has a point because we were supposed to do it together. That's supposed to mean? What do you mean we're supposed to do? Like,
tell his fat ass to get up and do it with you then.
Literally, and she said that. She was like, I told him, and like I would go to the gym and I would start changing my diet, and I'm like, okay, but then I don't know. What's your fucking issue? I hate the guy. And that's not even to top it off. This fucking numbnut decided to have an opinion about his friend being upset at her for what they did to her.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna explain. It's just remembering it's gonna like give me an aneurysm. So they went out, like them with his friends that are a couple.
Sure. Okay.
So they had like a little couple date or whatever. And then I think in their friend group they had like 2 more people come that they weren't together, but I guess they liked each other, but they just never confirmed it with each other. It's one of those situations, but whatever.
Okay.
So they're all drinking and they're having a good time. And apparently, his friend's girlfriend was kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say like she's the type of girl, but like when she's drunk, she's very like touchy-feely, which is fine if like you're fine with it. And like, she's fine with, being touchy-feely, like my friend. Her name is Dominique. So Dom is okay with like touchy-feely. She doesn't care. She was tipsy, not 100% drunk yet, but then they started to get like blackout drunk. So neither of them technically remembers what happened, but from what Dominique is telling me that she's heard from other people, which is a very consistent story until the other couple decided to change up their story, was that the guy's girlfriend decided to like start touching Dominique a lot. So like Dom was like, apparently, like, she was like, I'm fine with it, whatever. I was comfortable enough. We've been friends. Like I was becoming friends with her for a good while, whatever. And then apparently this girl like kissed her or something like that. Kissed her, mind you. Yeah. So then the day after, the fucking guy decides to call her boyfriend. His name is Noel. So Noel's friend calls him and he's like, hey, my girlfriend's upset with your girlfriend. And he's trying to find out why. Turns out the fucking bitch decided to sit there and say, she sexually harassed me and I don't feel comfortable with it. And instead of trying to defend Dominique in like some slight way, he decided to confront her and say, why did you do that? When he was also there. But his whole excuse was that he wasn't paying attention because he was too busy on his phone. And so now Dominique is fighting with his friend and his girlfriend, who's now refusing to talk to Dominique at all to try and... Because, like, like she said, both of them were technically blackout drunk. How this girl came up with this conclusion, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm going to side with my friend because she's my friend. But she told me what she's heard from other people that were, like, everyone else that was there, except for from this one girl. Because even her boyfriend decided to tell her. And then they changed their story to fit that girl's narrative. It was confusing because it's like, if everyone's agreeing to this one story, we technically know what actually happened. Why is she saying now that you sexually harassed her? He decided, Noel, her boyfriend, decided that he didn't want to get involved, so he was just going to let Dominique handle it on her own. So it's his friend with his girlfriend, okay, and he's not going to defend his girlfriend against them. He's just going to take their side because, we've been friends. And she just keeps trying to excuse the behavior. Like, she didn't excuse it, but, like, at the end of the day, like, she ended up excusing it. She was like, it's fine. Like, they are his friends. I didn't really know them. I just know better now not to really drink like that with his friends or whatever. And I'm like, I don't think that's a lesson that should have been learned here. But you could tell me if I'm wrong.
I don't think that was the correct lesson that was learned. To be honest.
Like, I was so confused because I'm like, you tell, like, me, it was in a group chat with our other friend Danielle. And Danny was just kind of like, hello? Why are you saying that's the lesson? I'm like, technically, yeah, you could take that away. You could be like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be drinking, like, get blackout drunk with people that I'm not exactly friends or best friends with. But I don't know. It made me upset because he decided I'm not going to get involved because he didn't want to lose his friendship with that guy simply because of what his girlfriend had said and accused her of. So instead of like finding out the truth or whatever, he just kind of just let it happen and left her to her own to figure out how to solve it. And technically they still haven't really solved it. And it's just...
It blows my mind, like,
yeah,
the amount of like explaining or like defending that like people not necessarily like getting abused, but like when you're getting mistreated and you're just like, oh no, they're just like that. It's just like,
yeah.
what? You shouldn't just take that. Like I knew people that were like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not until like the whole after the fact, like, man, he was really not good for me, and I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. How the fuck did you not see that?
I don't like, and it bothers me even more because like now she's become very like very very self-aware of that behavior. So like even like when she's talked to my mom, and my mom does what I did to her, but like my mom's she's technically like older, so she does technically have more experience with like relationships and whatnot. She sat there and decided to ask my friend the same thing I did, but made her try to write it down on paper. What it is that's good about him and what it is that she wants out of a relationship with him. I fucking hate her for this. Like, I love her, but like, she's so fucking dumb. And I hate when people answer like this, because it is true. She put down, be smart, is funny, knows how to have fun.
No,
Will
Bro,
be a
like,
good,
no
will
this
this
be
is
a
like
good
high school girl
boyfriend.
reasons.
I was so fun. I was like, Dom, are you serious? She's
Oh
like,
my
what?
god,
I'm
he's
like,
so funny. He's so fun to be
oh
around.
my god, I was so pissed. I was like, Dom, that's you're not explaining why you like him. You're just listing off not even traits. You're just saying you want the guy to be intelligent, which a lot of people would want to be with somebody that's somewhat intelligent. You want the guy to be funny. Most people are funny. You want him to have fun. Most people, to an extent, tend to have very common things that they find fun. Be a good boyfriend. I don't even know what that means because you're not really writing down what it is to be a good boyfriend. and then, when she went to the list that my mom asked her to write, which I didn't ask her to write, so I'm glad my mom did. She goes to my friend, she was like, put the pros and cons of being with him. This fucking bitch. This bitch fucking sat here and listed like 3 things that are pros and had a whole list of cons. And me and my mom looked at each other and I didn't know we had the same thought. My mom looked at her and goes, Dom, do you see this list? And she goes, yeah, I know, but like, I just know like he's not always like this. This is just stuff I have problems with him about. And I'm like,
bro, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I was so upset. And she was really like, she tried explaining it. She goes, you know, like, this is the guy I've been with for forever, and I could definitely see myself getting married to him and having a family with him. And like I said, like, this isn't him all the time. These are just things that I have problems with. And I'm like, you're not wrong. But it should be even. There should be an even amount of pros to balance these cons. If you have so many cons than pros, that's an issue. Like, if you say, like, oh,
the pros were really weak, it sounds like.
Yeah, literally.
Like, they weren't even like solid pros.
I was so upset, and it was just like,
it's just like, oh, he's funny, and then the con is like, yeah, sometimes he throws bottles at me, like, you know,
like he's verbally technically abusive. I want to say also emotionally, but it was just very frustrating because then my mom was like, all right, let's make a whole new list. What do you want from this relationship? And she listed down all the things that I already knew that she wanted. And then she told her to write down all the things that he wanted from the relationship. The complete opposite of hers. But the guy swears and he tells her all the time, I do want this with you, just not right now. Which sounds like it should be fine. A lot of people aren't ready for, like, you know, marriage or getting a house or having kids, blah, 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 blah. Like, whatever. Right. That's normal. But my guy doesn't necessarily want to get married right now. The guy doesn't seem to want to get married at all, actually. He doesn't want to have any kids, but he says he wants kids. He says he wants a house, but he doesn't want a house because he still wants to be able to take care of his mom and dad, so he still lives with them, which is fine. That's okay. But he doesn't want to get their own house where, like, it has a side house. You know what I mean? Like, a section where they could just give to the parents, but they have the rest of the house. No, he's okay with staying in their house and having just, like, the basement or whatever. They finally moved out, but even then, they still technically live close to his parents, so he could still see them. Again, that's fine. You know, family is different for everyone. That's fine. But it's just like, everything you list and everything you say you want and everything you're expecting from him is not happening. She puts down that she wants him to, like, you know, obviously be more loving, and that they do have, like, intimacy issues. A lot. And the guy will swear and sit there up and down, like, it's not that he doesn't find her attractive anymore, it's just that he doesn't want to. But then he'll talk to his friends and she could hear it because, like, it'll be in public settings, that he really wants sex and all that. So it's like,
this man doesn't have a story.
I don't know what his story is because obviously, like, I only talked to her, but it's just like, it sounds like at this point you're just a placeholder, and he can make up as many excuses as he wants, but it's like,
like, how far are you willing to go just to wait for
literally, and I want to eat my own fucking brain sometimes after she talks about him. Because then, like, after we'll get done having a whole entire, like, session with her, because it is a session, both me and Danny, or, like, just us one-on-one with her, either or. It's just we sit there and, like, we even agreed, like, separately that there's, like, talking with her is talking to that high school girl where it's, like, I know we're not emotionally intelligent just yet, but, like, you kind of have to agree that this doesn't sound right. But that's just me guessing. But I think my guess is a fact. So I'm just gonna say it's a fact, but it's a guesstimate. You know? But she doesn't, like, she wants to fight it. She wants to fight it so bad. And it's like, does he have to punch you? I don't want her to be punched, but you know what I mean? Like, what is it gonna take for you to notice that this man doesn't sound like he wants to be with you? And even now, them getting the apartment sounds like it was just because she hounded him down and he finally just agreed to getting an apartment with her. Because she wouldn't shut up about it, which is fine. She's, you know, allowed to, like, not shut up about it. But it's just, like, it sounds like she just wound him down. There's obviously more, but that was, like, a very short gist of the tea. There is a lot more, but...
Hey, thanks for the tea.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jordan?
What do you mean? What do I think? She's
I
already...
know what the obvious answer is, but, like, I don't know.
What do you not know?
I'm a very straight to the point kind of dude. I don't know about you.
I am also very straight to the point. Like,
Oh.
I feel like if you're in a relationship, we should always have communication.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think any relationship would work without any sort of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like a given though.
Exactly. Like,
if you can't do that, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, so then really quick, because, like, now I kind of have to ask, because technically you're guys, but you also have been in relationships or want to be in. I say technically because you're not that type of guy. You're not like
Wait,
him.
hold on. Let me unzip my pants.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not technically a guy. Arlene.
You know what I'm
the
saying.
thing between my legs says different.
I don't know what to tell you, okay? Sometimes they're smaller than average. Maybe you could be
Oh
one of those, right?
Oh.
Anyways, continuing on with what I was saying. I just need to ask, because you guys are technically guys, but you're not that kind of guy. And you've been in relationships or you want to be in one. If your girlfriend told you that she doesn't feel comfortable with you going to a strip club, for whatever her reason is, would you still go to one? And by go to one, I mean, like, go on a guy's trip, not tell her that you went to one, still went to one, got drunk over there, didn't tell her exactly what happened because technically you also didn't remember, but still wanted to fight it. And the only way she found out was because of, like, you know, pictures.
Hell yeah, fuck that bitch. No, I'm kidding.
You fucking stupid.
I'm kidding. No, like, literally, like I said, communication is, like, everything. No matter what. So if a bunch of friends are asking me to go out to strip clubs and I'm like, hey, I kind of want to go, I'll tell her. She doesn't want me, like, if she doesn't feel comfortable with me not going, then we'll talk about it. We can come into a conclusion, whatever.
Yeah.
That's it.
The conclusion is you will strip for me here at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring me my strip club.
Yeah. Bring me the strip club. Bring the strip club to me.
Yeah.
I will go to the dollar store and get a disco ball. I will throw dollars.
I'll take out so many ones right now.
But, like, okay, so, like, you're still agreeing that, like, you would at least try and come to either a compromise or not go.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, realistically, I'd be like, oh, she doesn't want me to go. I'm not going to go.
Okay.
But if I really want to go, I'd tell her, look, I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie and say I'm not going to go. I'm a terrible liar.
At least you know.
I'm a terrible liar. Look, I'd get caught in 4K, bro.
Okay.
I'd get caught in 4K.
Okay.
Knowing my luck, somebody I know would be there too, and they just taking pictures, sending them.
Well, they went all the way to, like, Miami, so I don't know about that, but yeah.
Hey, we know people in Florida.
Okay.
Hey,
well, then probably, yeah.
Your son lives.
That's
in
my
Florida.
son. My son lives in Florida.
He does live in Florida. Okay, but okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, I guess.
I just know, because he did that. First of all, he didn't really tell her exactly when he was leaving to go to Miami for, like, a boys' trip. It wasn't great.
Yeah, this guy.
He went anyways. And, you know, obviously, like,
going on a huge trip and then lying about it?
Not lying, but I don't want to say, like, omitting. Like, he did tell her, but then he didn't tell her when. like one specifically he was leaving, so she kind of just found out ish, kind of. I say kind of, but like, you came home and like he's not there. Then like obviously, oh, thank you. Obviously, she texts him or calls him, does the whole shebang or whatever. And then, he doesn't answer the first night because they went out. And then she calls, the day after when he's like more awake. And instead of trying to answer, he tries fighting with her about it. Like asking her like why she's being so insecure for like no reason. Like it was it was a strip club. Like there's no reason to, like, why would you assume that I'm gonna cheat? And for her, it's not about cheating. She just doesn't like strip clubs, which there are a lot of people who also don't like strip clubs. Like, that's fine, is
Even if
whatever.
it's not like a cheating issue, it's still
Yeah.
like you can understand why somebody would be
Yeah.
concerned like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
Like,
that was it for her. She was kind of just like, she doesn't care. She just doesn't want her boyfriend to be there. At least not without her. She's like, I don't care if he goes and I'm there, but like not. First of all, obviously,
imagine
like,
if the roles were reversed. Like, if your girl comes to you and it's like, "Hey, we're gonna go to a male strip club, and we probably won't be back for hours."
yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
gonna
So
like we're not coming back for a while, and you're
that's
and you're
that's what
not gonna know what
happened.
we're doing the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah. And then
I
the
don't
like
know.
I said, the way she found out was because of I think it was his cousin that actually ratted him out to her.
Oh, straight snitch, bro.
No, but he did it because he knows how, like, he knows her, so he knows how she feels about it. And because of obviously the way he was acting, like he was ignoring her phone calls like actively that whole night. So it's kind of hard not to, like, if you know your friend is getting, like, their phone is getting blasted the whole night that you're out, you're gonna kind of be like, who the fuck is it? Or whatever. Granted, who else is gonna call him like a million times in a night? It would be his girlfriend. So, like, he knows her, so, like, he likes her, he respects her, so he told her. And, like I said, then Noel, he ended up trying to fight her about it, like, I don't know why you're fighting about it, just admit that, like, it's already too late to say, like, you didn't go. We know you went. So why are you fighting and trying to deny it?
I'm gonna be honest. A
Yeah.
motherfucker named Noel, I already know he's going to try to fight.
I'm just, I don't know. And then he tried hanging up on her a couple times, something like that, like throughout the whole trip. Like he didn't really want to talk to her. When he got back, like he said he had fun, but he didn't want to talk to her about like everything that happened. Like they went like on jet skis or whatever, but like he didn't want to talk about the trip, which obviously doesn't help. But
Yeah, sounds like a stupid bitch.
yeah. I just had to ask because, like I said, technically you're not that kind of
We're
guy.
not
Like
players.
yeah. Well, I don't want to say players, but like I don't know. I feel like you're also just
We're
like
not stupid bitches.
yeah. Like even if he didn't cheat, it's still just a matter of like you stupid spoon. I don't know.
Like I
I
said, I'm
had
a
to ask.
terrible liar, so like I just try to tell the truth.
I just don't
Yeah.
like
Truth, the
lying.
whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I don't like lying.
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
no,
Thank
there's
you.
no reason.
There are a lot of situations like that. Like there are situations where, like he makes fun of her weight and stuff like that. Like he's just a fucking dick. He's a bitch.
Cringe?
Yeah, so when I like that's why I said like I do technically have tea on her relationship, but like all the tea is like the same, not the same, but it's like basically like the basic toxic shit.
And she just sitting there
She sits there and lets it
and
happen,
takes
but like
it. Mm-mm-mm.
yeah. And then she wants to wonder why I want to fight this man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because you can't really like help her out either. It's something she has to do on her
No.
own.
I did tell her to give me his email so I could put it in spam mail.
Ooh, yeah.
She won't give it to me though. She's like, "No, I don't
Do you
want
have
to do
his
that to
number?
him." Like, "No."
Oh,
That's why I said give me his email.
okay.
Cause she don't know what I'm gonna do with his email. She don't. Maybe I sent him an email. Maybe I sent him a lengthy worded email. Maybe it's like 5 pages. Maybe it's just a paragraph. We don't. Maybe it's just a sentence. You don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I may or may not, like I said, put it in spam mail, or I might send him a message. Maybe it's cryptic. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But he doesn't need to know because you don't need to know what's gonna happen. You're my friend. I'm just saying.
Give me his
if we're
email. Why?
fighting.
None of your business. Give me his email.
She asked
It's
me, and I
business
told
between
her
me and
I
him.
didn't lie. I didn't lie to her. I was just like, "This is what I'm gonna do." She laughed it off, but I told him like, "I'm being serious." She's like, "Haha, I know you." I'm like, "No, I'm being serious." And she was like, "You can't
what's
do
his
that." I'm like,
address? Give me his
like-
social security number.
I'm not like. Okay, if she gave me a social security number, I'm 100% using that shit. Fuck you.
Let me see his tax forms from 2017.
I'm just saying, okay, you're my friend. You're not exactly happy. You keep saying you're happy, but then like you complain about all this stuff. I should at least give some karma. I don't know. Karma's not helping you out yet. So like let me, I don't question. I don't know. Just...
Fair enough.
He's
okay.
a whore.
Yeah, let's keep scheming, but I'm gonna turn the stream off just in case we get caught. So
we're not gonna get caught. She don't watch.
That's okay. I'm just talking about cops. Anyway.
What are the cops gonna do? I didn't do anything yet.
Thank you everybody for joining the Collective Podcast.
Don't fucking laugh. It's the truth.
Wheezy, Erlyn,
I couldn't get caught. I had to do something. Sorry, you can finish.
I just wanted to finish up so I could eat something and
Go ahead.
I'll keep listening to the tea.
Jesus. Yeah.
I mean, if it's the same shit, but yeah. If you guys have anything you want to say, you can go ahead and say so.
R.I.P. Bob Saget.
Make sure you eat
the OTK Apex tournament tomorrow.
Fuck you, Noel.
Yeah, fuck you, Noel.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit, Noel.
Noel.
Yeah, you smell like butt.
Bitch.
Yeah, what kind of a name is Noel anyway? You sound like you got bullied when you were a kid.
He sounds
In
like
fact, I'm gonna bully you now.
For lunch.
Apologies to all the actual Noels who are good guys out there.
Yeah, but if you're not a good guy, then fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
All right.
Not like dick cheese.
Podcast will most likely be on Wheezy's channel next week because I'm gonna be in the process of moving. So
we're moving.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.